Meeting recording has started.
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this training and thank you for your time. Thank you for joining. This training will be especially for the pre-sales team, and we will go through Avaya Centrum applications, where these applications can be sell with Avaya IB Office or with Avaya Aura, or some of these applications can be sell as a standalone. We will go through all these applications. Our agenda today, we will go through the demo. You will see how this application can work, how we can demo this application, where we can position these applications, and what's the benefits from these applications with our demo today, especially with ACCS, with Avaya Contact Center Select. We will use that and we will see how these applications will work with Avaya Contact Center Select. After finish the agenda, we will go through the features, and after that, we will show for you a file that will help you to quote, to know the price, and to know the scope of work. We tried to make one file for you. That file will help you to understand all the Centrum applications by name, by feature, by scope of work. So by this file, you will understand what Avaya going to implement, what Avaya going to execute in terms to enable in terms of features, which features Avaya are going to enable, and which one we going not be to be enabled. And we will show for you the cost for every application, and that cost include 1 2 3 4 5 and exclude 1 2 3 4 5 in the same file. That file will help you to understand what kind of questions you have to ask the customer. So that kind of questions will help you and will help the customer, and will help us to understand what we are going to deliver, what we need to deliver if there is an extra requirement. Also in that file, we will help you in the same file how you to collect the requirement, how to understand the requirement from the customer, and as well as what's the prerequisite in terms of server requirements, in terms of Avaya requirements, what's the license required, if that's Avaya IB Office or Aura, what's the license, what's the hardware, what's the edition, and what's the server requirement for every application. So this file will help you to understand the Centrum application, the scope of work, the features, compatible with what in terms of Avaya core system, the feature going to be enabled, the features going not to be will not be enabled in that Centrum application, the prerequisite, the questionnaire, and the price. So let me share with you one good slide. 1 second. Okay, can you see the screen?
Yes, clear.
Yeah, so today we are going to take you by the demo and by the pre-sales activities, how to code, how to understand the scope of work, all the prerequisite for you as a pre-sales to sell these applications. The target from these sessions to go and sell all these applications, around 11 to 13 applications, without coming back to Avaya. How? We will give you the guideline. So if the customer requirements in these guidelines, for example, if the customer has a CRM, and this CRM can be in-house or can be standard CRM like Zoho, like Microsoft Dynamics, and the customer ask you, I need just if someone call pop-up screen and the profile of that customer will show automatically on web, so the agent can know who is calling. He can know up to 20 to 30 fields about that customer. If that's just the requirement, then no need to come to us, ask Avaya, I need a quote. We will share with you the quotation, and the scope of work and the feature and what's the prerequisite. For example, if the customer asks you, I need a program to call back automatically all the missed calls, then no need to go with more details. Our application callback manager will help you even for the call billing. Many applications of this not required from you to invest a lot of your time. Just you can select the application, share with customer, share the price, share the scope of work, share the prerequisite. One file will help you to share everything with the customer. So you and your customer, if you see that scope of work, the feature, the prerequisite, the price, if there is any questions from the customer side, he will rise, you will rise to us, we will help you. So today we are going to go through most of these applications like the call billing, call budgeting, callback manager, SMS, customer survey, and chatbot, auto dialer, WhatsApp connector, click to call from the website, social media integration, CRM connector and integration, and case management. So I think the most application from this is which is required more sessions to understand the customer requirements, like the chatbot. Sometimes if the customer need to execute some features with chatbot, yes, we need to do a lot of sessions with customer to understand the requirements. But if the customer asks, hey, I need anyone to send WhatsApp, this WhatsApp message come to the agent, that's not required kind of meetings to understand that. Just you can show the customer the demo, how it's look like, how the customer can chat with from WhatsApp and reach to the agent. If the customer say, I need anyone go to the social media and do chatting with agent, that's very easy. Just you have the cost here and the scope of work. Just we will enable, if anyone go to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, he can chat with agent and the agent will reply to him from the same interface. Very easy applications. But survey sometimes required meetings to understand when we can do the survey, if that's automatically depend on some transactions. But if after call survey not required, we have a separate model for after survey, after call survey. Callback manager, very easy. Call budgeting, very easy. CRM sometimes required discussions if there is requirements from the customer, not only to show automatically the customer profile and give you pop-up screen to know who's calling at the right time. If there is multiple databases, if there is more complex API integration, yes. But if only the requirement pop-up screen to show the customer details, that's very easy. So these applications, we will go through this file at the end. This file will give you the name of application, and that application compatible with what? It can work as a standalone or with IB Office, and what's the features, what's the scope of work, including for the call billing. This is the standard. So if there is a features not available here, come back to us so we can add a cost for that, or we can give it for you as a free. The questionnaire, with what kind of questions you have to ask, the license required from Avaya side, and the prerequisite in terms of server environment and the customer dependencies, what exclude from this call billing, and the pricing bundles for IB Office and for Aura. Now we will come back to this file with more details with Mr. Ravi. Now my colleague Ravi will take you through the demo, how these applications will work, integrated with Avaya Contact Center Select. So these demos, I am going to share it with you all. So I have like 7 files. The first file will give you an introduction about the Avaya Contact Center Select interface demo. The second one, it will give you a demo about the supervisor interface. The third one, it will give you a full demo regarding the social media integration, Facebook, Twitter, chatbot, exclude the WhatsApp, because the WhatsApp, I have another demo for you. This file will give you a full demo about the integration between the WhatsApp and Avaya Contact Center Select. You can share this with your customers to understand how the solution will work. And we have a full demo about the CRM and ticketing system integration, and we have a full demo about the callback and the customer survey. These files, we are going to share it with you, and now Ravi will take you through the full demo and how we can understand the pre-sales activities with Centrum. Ravi, the microphone for you. Go ahead.
Thank you, Hamza. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Hope you all had a great weekend. Week has started. Let me share my screen and run you through the demo. Yeah. After the demo, we can have a discussion around how we can approach our customers for new opportunities and existing customers. I hope my screen is visible to everyone. Today,
Yes, we can see. Go ahead.
we can have automation enabled through a chatbot, which can be enabled in customers' website, mobile applications, and also social media channels. What you see here is a chatbot enabled in website, which enables all possible healthcare services, which can be enabled on a hospital website and enable an option to do appointments, check the news and events, the services, book a COVID testing, and also provide option to request for a callback, chat with an agent, and also find the locations of the hospitals and clinics. Now, for example, if I'm a patient, if I would like to book an appointment with the hospital, not necessarily today, they will have to call the hospital and check for the availability of the doctors, but we can enable this through a chatbot which we can provide from Avaya, which can eliminate the necessity of the old conventional way of providing a voice channel to do an interaction and then book an appointment or reschedule or canceling an appointment. Yeah, here you can see I would like to book an appointment. I'm choosing the list of doctors. I'm giving my contact details. It's asking my mail address. It is asking when I would like to have an appointment. I'm just choosing 17th March. It's available. It's showing all the available time slot for this particular doctor, which I prefer to take an appointment, and the appointment is actually booked. Here you see this is a workflow which we have enabled in a bot, which integrates with backend hospital information system, brings in all the availability of the doctor based on specialities, and provides an option to book an appointment through a bot itself. In this way, for other verticals as well, okay, based on the use case and nature of requirements, we can enable business automatizations through a chatbot which can enabled in different channels which the customer may prefer. Also, we do have a social media connector, which I mentioned earlier. With social media connector, we integrate Facebook, Twitter, Instagram with the contact center platform, mid market and enterprise. Now, here you can imagine this is our customer's Facebook page. And if any end user is commenting against a post, right, or if they're trying to initiate a direct message through a messenger, right, we can have that integrated with the Avaya contact center engine. You can see here I'm logged in as an agent in Avaya workspaces, and the agent is receiving this as a chat request coming from Facebook channel, and you can see whatever was the message which the customer sent as a message in Facebook direct message is presented to agent in Avaya interface, and the agent can actually reply to this message. You can see here there is a welcome message in Facebook DM. Agent can actually reply. In this way, we have the social media channels integrated with the contact center engine. Yeah, not just limiting to Facebook channel. As I mentioned, we integrate with Twitter, Instagram, and WhatsApp channel as well. In Twitter, I'm sending a message in Twitter DM. You can see here the agent is receiving this as chat within Avaya contact center. They know that this is a Twitter channel, and the agent can actually reply to the message. See here, we can have an instant chat between the social media channels and as well as the contact center agent. Not just limiting to bringing in the contact center integrated with the social media channels, we go an extra mile and have a very tight integration with customers' CRM or ERP, yeah, and provide a widget within the contact center interface itself, which we call it as a case management system or a CRM connector. If it is a CRM integration, if customer is already having CRM in place, right? We can open up the Microsoft CRM or Zoho, Zendesk, Salesforce within our Avaya client. And at the same time, if extended ticketing or a case management system is required, this case management system brings in all the customer profile details based on the caller number or the email address or the social media ID or the chat ID. We bring in the customer profile details. For example, the customer who's coming from Twitter channel here is John David. We have identified this to be John David based on his Twitter ID. Okay. All the associated details of John David, their date of birth, gender, their identifiers, their contact is all available within this case management system itself. Yeah. And you will have a 360-degree view of previous interactions happened with this particular customer, John David, through different channels like call, email, and chat. And agent can have a quick knowledge base which will have all the FAQs, guidelines in articles which can be constantly updated by the administrator of this case management system. Agent will have option to send ad hoc or instant SMS or WhatsApp push notifications to the customer from within this interface itself. It can be ad hoc composed message or it could be a templated messages which can be pre-stored, which the agent can choose and send. Yeah. And the agent will have all possible options to dispose the call with corresponding call reasons, notes, and save it for future reference and for history purpose. Added to this, in a typical contact center scenario, if any calls or emails or chat requests are being delegated to any internal department, right? There may not be a proper track, but we provide a ticketing system wherein the agent or the operator can create a request on behalf of the customer and choose the corresponding department to whom this particular ticket has to be assigned, choose the SPOC within that particular department who has to handle this particular ticket. Agent can attach any supporting documents, put comments, and set priority to this ticket and then submit a ticket. So when a ticket gets created, there will be an SLA associated with this particular ticket, An escalation matrix will be defined by the administrator against the department for which this ticket has been created, and it will notify the customer, the internal department user, with the ticket details for them to act further. And in the course of ticket progress, there will be constant notifications which will be sent to all the stakeholders. And at the same time, if there is an SLA breach, there will be escalation emails sent to all the responsible people in the hierarchy to act on that on a timely fashion. Also, if the same customer, imagine if they come through an Instagram channel or through any other channels like call or email the next time, right? For any sort of follow-ups against a previous ticket which is open. Within the same interface, the agent or operator will have access to all the previous open tickets, the current status of it, for them to update the details, yeah, and also give the corresponding status details to the customer instantly from within this application itself. In this way, we bring in all the communication channels, either it be call or email or chat or social media requests like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, within Avaya interface, which is one single interface for the contact center agent to handle the interaction, to identify the customer, to dispose and create a ticket, and at the same time have a 360-degree view of history, send instant notification, guide the customer with appropriate knowledge base, and also refer to the previous open tickets and update notes or further actions against the previous open tickets as well. Also, I would like to show a typical experience of how WhatsApp can be enabled as a channel for contact center. When I said WhatsApp can be enabled as a channel with contact center, we can today have the Avaya contact center engine integrated with customers WhatsApp for Business API, or we can support the customer to get a business API and have it integrated with the contact center engine. You can see here this is a WhatsApp for Business API account, which is integrated with Avaya contact center engine. As a customer, I'm sending a message to a business API account of a company. You can see here this WhatsApp message is instantly presented to the contact center agent for them to respond to the WhatsApp request through the engine. See here there is an acknowledgement message has already to the customer, and the agent will have an option to reply as well. Point, and this message is instantly posted to the customer who is coming through the WhatsApp channel. And the other experience of having the history of the previous interaction against this customer and having a CRM connector or a case management system against this customer will continue to remain the same, and the experience is streamlined across all the channels for contact center agent, irrespective of call or email or chat medium. Agent uses the same interface to handle all the interactions and also identify through which channel this particular customer is coming through for them to have an idea and give the responses appropriately. We just saw how the experience of agent would be to handle all the interactions and also identify customer and have the interaction history, with options to create and manage tickets, right? When it comes to the administration part of it, for all these channels which we have demonstrated, right, like chatbot, the social media channels, and also the case management system, you will have proper administration tool for you to track, manage, and have a visibility of what is happening around all these channels, right? When it comes to chatbot, you will have a proper interface for you to have a dashboard to see what is happening on the chatbot channel, how many interactions have we handled, and what are all the outcomes. You will be able to track that. And also, you will have a proper dialogue flow engine to define, manage, and update the workflows which is currently active in the chatbot engine. Of course, you will have analytics and reports around all the chatbot interactions which you will have. Secondly, when it comes to the case management tool, which is the business application tool, which can integrate with the customer's backend CRM or ERP or any in-house system, the case management system provides a proper dashboard with the current ongoing ticket details, how many are open, closed, and also the user will have option to see a dashboard based on a specific department and on a date range. Case management system provides knowledge base admin guide and SMS template administration. You can see all the list of open tickets which are available today, and also the other administration activities like managing the users, creating the list of disposition or reason codes which is available within the pop-up can be defined and managed by the administrator of case management system, right? Creating and managing the list of departments, and also most importantly the SLA and the escalation matrix against every department which can be existing within the company can be defined and managed by the administrator themselves. And you will have a proper reporting engine to pull ticket detailed summary SLA reports, which can be used for analytical and reference purposes. Added to that, we also provide a proper survey tool wherein we can actually conduct surveys over different channels, wherein after the call can be transferred to a survey for customers to participate and give their feedbacks about their interaction or the product or the service or the company. Also, there can be an automated email or an SMS or post the chat interaction. They can be connected to a survey to take feedbacks. You will have a proper dashboard with which you will be able to see what is the happiness index of the customer across different channels, and you will be able to track the responses as well. Yeah. And typically, if it is a web-based survey or if it is a SMS-based survey or email-based survey, we can have a HTML template which the administrator can create with different questions, and it can be sent out to the customer to give their feedbacks about the questions which has been defined by the administrator. Added to that, when it comes to WhatsApp as a channel or SMS as a channel, right, we provide a proper administration tool where you will have a dashboard of all the messaging interactions, option to create contacts, option to categorize the contacts into different group, send instant messages and templates, right? And also you will have a proper report on all the SMS and WhatsApp activities, and you'll be able to pull report as well around all the activities which has happened in a day or based on a predefined data which you can actually apply over here and pull the required reports and statistics. Also, the callback manager from the central program provides three different options. One is a IVR callback request, providing an option for the caller to request for a callback if they are waiting in the queue for a long time. Second is return all the abandoned calls as an outbound call when an agent is available. Third is we provide an interface for the agent where the customer can nominate few agents or a dedicated agent, wherein all the abandoned calls and the IVR callback requests will be listed in this interface for them to click and return all the abandoned calls, and also capture the outcomes of the call using this interface for them to pull reports and statistics. In this way, through the Centrum program value added application, we can support customers to enable all possible communication channels on top of their existing Avaya platform, or on new opportunities. We can position all these array of application which will definitely help our customer to enable better omni-channel experiences to their customers.
That's the quick overview of what we could potentially deliver to our existing customers team, right? So what you see as the next immediate action which we would suggest is, we have all these sales materials, demo videos, the collaterals, and the handbook, the price sheet is all available readily with us, right? Which Hamza and Mr. Ali Bishara will share across with all of you, right? Now, in terms of approaching the new greenfield opportunities, right? We have all the materials to support you to give a convincing story and a presentation to customer of any verticals they may belong to. Secondly, we already have an existing Avaya install base, either it be IP office or contact center, whichever they may customer may have. How we can complement them with all these value-added applications is really which I would request all of you to actually have a plan and approach your existing customers. That itself will actually help us to build a solid sales pipeline for all of you, actually, right? On top of having the Avaya licenses and the hardware, which you get, let's say, a $1 value, for example, right? Adding all these value-added application will really help you to make that $1 value to be a $5 value, and you can increase your actual revenue by actually giving a value to your customers and giving a proper ROI, return of investment calculation to your customers team. Yeah, thanks. Hamza, you can take over.
Yeah, thank you, Ravi. As we said at the beginning, our agenda today to take you through the demo, and that was the demo. Let me share my screen. So, wait, 1 second, please. Full demo. So the team, we have one file demo. That file demo today we recorded it for you, and as well as we have 7 files. As I said, these files depend on the customer requirements. So if the customer today asks you, I need to see this, the Avaya Contact Center Select agent interface or support interface, we have, and the activities, we have the demo, full demo for that. Social media, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and even the chatbot. We have one file full demo for that, so you can open that file. If you have any questions, please reach to me, and you can share this demo file with your customers. We have WhatsApp integration file. We have CRM and ticketing system, how we can integrate it with Avaya Contact Center Select to be on the same interface for pop-up screen, for customer profile, for click to call. Everything is there for the ticketing as well. We have full demo for callback manager with demo. Here we are doing, we are making calls and we see how the call it will come. We check how the agent can check the callback list and do manual callback. And finally, we have a full demo for customer survey, including after call, including email, including SMS, with full reporting and dashboard. So you can use these files as a pre-sales or a sales for your customers to let your customer to see the full demo, how it's work. Okay, really. Okay. And in terms of presentation, we will share with you like a 4 presentation. One is one will be the full presentation for Centrum applications from A to Z, and another 4 presentations for the verticals. We have for the healthcare 1 presentation, how to position Avaya Centrum for the healthcare. We have for the wholesale, we have for the services, we have for the hospitality. So we have a multiple presentations for multiple verticals. Regarding the pricing, we have just one Excel file. That Excel file coming with Centrum application, and as well as the compatibility, to show the compatibility. If someone asks you the call billing work with Aura or with iBoffice or standalone, you can find the answer here, for example. And 1 column for the scope of work and the features. What we are going to enable, what kind of features we are going to enable with call billing. This is not limited for the call billing. This scope of work limited to this price. So when we say we can enable 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is regarding this cost. But if there is an extra requirement, some kind of customization, please come back to us. We will try to add that for the scope of work with extra cost or with the same cost, depend on case by case. We have also 1 column for you. It is the questionnaire. This questionnaire, you have to ask your customer, ask yourself. So these questions will help you, will help us Avaya for implementing this solution. Because when you ask the customer, it is iBoffice or Aura, yes, that's very important, because the price will be different for IBO sometimes in some applications different. See, so always don't think this kind of application, the cost for iBoffice, the same cost for Auras. Then you have to ask the customer, as well as ask the customer, it is one iBoffice or different iBoffice. See, it is simplex or duplex, high availability or standalone. So many questions you have to ask them, but we tried to focus on the main questions only here in this file, which will help you to code. As well as we have a 1 column will help you to understand what is the license required for iBoffice or for Aura. So always you as a partner will ask Hamza or Ravi, what kind of questions I need, what kind of license I need, power user, iBoffice, which release I need, iBoffice 9 or 11, or so we are including all the license dependencies in this file, as well as the server pre-requirement and the user prerequisite. Sorry, the server limitations, the process, the CPU, the RAM, the hard disk, all we mention here in this file. So 1 file will help to understand the solution from A to Z, and 1 column about the customer dependencies, what we need from the customer to provide for you. Also, this is very important column. It will give you what exclude from this solution. For example, in CRM, we the cost here for CRM include only integration with 1 database, but for multiple database, that's not include in our this price. For example, the price of $7,000 to do integration with CRM exclude multiple CRM, that's not include. If there is any integration with customer mobile application, that's not include. So then you will say $7,000 include what? Come here, include this is all the features. We will integrate our CRM connector with customer CRM standard or in-house. So if the call come, a pop-up screen will open. That pop-up screen will enable you to call, to reject, to transfer, to see the name of that customer, and web interface inside the Avaya contact center select. It, or depend on the kind of Avaya core, it will open for you. It will show for you, for example, 25 to 30 fields only, not more. And all the customer details will be there. So all the details about what we are going to implement for the CRM integration in column 3. But in column H, this is what are going to be excluded from the integration. For example, integration with multiple CRM not included in the default package. Integration with any customer third-party application like mobile app, not include. Email channel will be supported for SCCS. See, so many details. If you read these details before go to the customer, before come back to us, before communicate with Avaya pre-sales or Avaya team, sometimes you will have the answers and you can send the code. And we have all our most of our Centrum application will give you a quotation, a bundle for 5 users. For example, for the call billing, we have bundles. We have bundle for 100 users, for 300 users, for 1,000, or for 3,000. Okay, and that cost for every Centrum application will include implementation from Avaya side remotely. That's not your part. You will be on the side to just be responsible on the connectivity, and as well as the support. Every price in this file will include Avaya implementation and the support for 1 year. If the customer asks you, I need a 2 year support, then we are giving you the support for the second year onward. So you can add this price to the any one of these costs to have 2 years. If the customer asks for 3 years, add 2 of them to the price. For example, for the call bundling, the same. We have a cost, call budgeting. We have a cost for IB Office and for the Aura. It is not related to the number of users for the call budget. It is for whole system. Depend what on the call billing which you have. Call budgeting required call billing. You cannot sell call budgeting, and that's already including in price guidance. In the column key, we will let you know that some guidance. So, for example, here we will tell you that the call budgeting required call billing. So, and it will tell also the pricing guidelines. It will tell you how to quote the Centrum application, and if the customer required more than 5 users, what's the cost of extra user? If the customer required more than 1 year support, what's the cost of extra 1 year support? It will go through the guidance to understand how to quote. For example, for the CRM, we have 2 kinds of CRM connector. We have one CRM connector for standard CRM like Zoho, like Microsoft Dynamic, and we have CRM connector for in-house, which is not standard. If there is a local company developed CRM, that's the cost. It's different. For example, for the standard CRM integration, it is just 7,000 for 5 users. But if it is not standard, it's 9,000. See, it's big different. So if you have to ask your customer, what's the what's the type of your CRM? Zoho, Microsoft, Dynamic, Salesforce, SAP, Oracle. Yes, that's yeah. But if there is local CRM, T-Telecom CRM like that name, yes, that's in-house CRM. The price is different. And for the CRM, this costs 7,000. It's for 5 users, including the implementation and 1 year. If you need 1 user extra, that's the cost for 1 user extra more than 5 users. If you need 1 year extra of support, because this costs 7,000, include 1 year support. If you need 2 years, you have to sell the customer the 1 year extra support. Then, for example, if the customer asks you, I need 10 CRM integrations users, add 7,000 and add 5 of 300, because the 7,000 will give you 5 users only. 300 multiply 5, that will give you the cost of CRM integration for 10 users. So, and you have the scope of work, you have the questionnaire, you have the license requirement, the server requirement, you have the customer dependencies, you have exclusion, what exclude, and you have the price guidance. So, and you have the data sheet, we will share it with you. If we come to the SMS, the same idea. You have the scope of work, which we are going to implement, the questionnaire, the scope of work, what exclude, the price. And for SMS, it's not depend on the users. It's not depend on the users, okay? it's fully. If the customer say I have 10 users, 100 users, it's not depend for the SMS. For the social media, it's depend on the SMS. Here we are telling you that we are doing integration with Facebook, Twitter, Instagram to do chat, to forward the chat to the agent interface, to the ACCS or AACC or ACR chat engine. And this is the compatibility, and this price for 5 users only. If you need more than 5 users, this is the cost for one extra user. And if you need 1 year extra support, this is the cost of 1 year extra support. And this is what exclude. Okay, so for example, social media connector capabilities are designed based on the current API provided by the Facebook, which is supported. Yani, if there is some changes in Facebook API, we are not responsible for that. If the Facebook disconnects the API after 6 months, there is no more API, then the customer cannot come to Avaya. Hey, Mr. Avaya, why I cannot forward the chat from Facebook to Avaya interface? So there is, you have to read about what exclude, to be careful with your customer. And your customer, you should include these columns in your quotation with your customers. Everything: compatibility, scope of work, questionnaire, license, server requirement, customer requirement, exclude, and the price. Okay. Customer survey as well. We have two kinds of customer survey. We have customer survey only for the voice. That means only customer survey taking feedback after the call. And we have full customer survey that will include after call, sending survey by SMS, sending survey by email, and the price is different. For the customer survey only after call, 8,000. For the customer survey full package voice, SMS, email, it's 13,000. Okay, customer survey not per user, it's supported the any number of users. Okay, it's not per user. Okay, and that price include 1 year, and this is the scope of work, read about it, and this is the exclude and customer requirement, server requirement, and price guidance. Please go through it when you quote to your customers. If you see some of the requirement from your customer not here, not in the price guidance, not in the scope of work, you can at that time come back to us. But please, if you see all the features listed in column C, scope of work, which customer asking for it, discuss that with your customer. If you see that customer say, yes, that's my requirement, then that's the quotation. If the customer say that's the cost is high, in that time, come back to us, ask, give us the case why you need a discount. We will see and we will apply for you, depend on case by case. Okay, callback manager, it is one application, not depend on the users. It's not depend on the number of users. It's one cost only for 1 year support. And callback will do for you 3 things. It will recall automatically all the abandoned calls. And number 2, it will give option for the customer on the waiting to click a button and we will call him back. He can disconnect the call. And the third one, we will open an interface for supervisor and agent so they can go through the missed calls, click and call them manually. That's 3 can be provided by the callback. There is nothing on the callback to discuss with customer. It is just callback. Give him the 3 options and he will say that's perfect. Timing, and when we run the callback, that's easy. Tell him, yes, we can run, depend on timing or something like that. Okay, and case management, yes, case management, it's something need to discuss with customer. If the customer asks for fresh, new case management, mini CRM ticketing system, you have the full scope of work, what we can do. But sometimes for the case management, especially, you have to understand what because we are building the case management from A to Z. But this cost, which is 19,000 for 5 users, include these features. If the customer happy with these features, that's enough. But if the customer required for a specific case management to do something not in this scope of work, please come back to us to discuss with customer to build his outbound dialer. This is auto dialer to call the customer without agent. We have for 5 concurrent users, we have depend on the ratio. Okay, We have here outbound dialer 1, 2. We have two kind. Okay, agentless, and this is for we have two kinds. Ravi with
Yeah.
us?
Hi. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Could you give us just what's the difference between these two kinds,
Okay. So
auto
one,
dialer and
auto dialer can be of two forms. One, if customers are looking for agentless dialer, okay, for example, if customers would like to conduct outbound calls to customers for different cases, like for marketing messages, like sending reminders, for example, for appointment confirmations, reminders, and etc., where there is no agent involved at all. You have a dialer system. It will take the data either manually or automatedly from their CRM or database, dial the customer, connect them to an announcement, and then take the responses from the customer. Okay, which is one. Second, a few customers like banks or like debt collection agencies, okay, where they will require agent based dialing system, where let's say you have around 5 outbound agents for whom the calls has to be dialed out to all the customers. Once the customer picks up the call, then the call will be connected to an agent. Now by default with ACCS or ASEC, what you will get is a preview dialer. Okay, if you want to have a predictive dialer where the customer has to be dialed on answer, the call has to be connected to an agent, yes, we have an outbound predictive dialer available through the Centrum offering. Yeah.
okay? Then we have two kind of auto dialer, and both of them for 5 users only. If you need more than 5 users, yes, you come back to us to give you the price, and that's include 1 year of support. And this is all the pre-requirement, and this is the scope of work. Read about it to understand how our auto dialing will work. Click to call, it's very easy. Just we are enabling one button on customer website. So if anyone go to the website, see that button, he can click and call the agent through voice over IP without landline, without calling number, just web RTC integration. And this cost for 5 users to enable not 5 main users, 5 concurrent calls to reach to 5 agents. If you need more than 5, that's the price of extra one user, one call. Then this cost for 5 concurrent users. That means 5 customers can go to to the website and calls, click to call, and 5 agent will answering them. Okay, this is very easy scope of work. Just click to call, and before allowing him to reach to the agent, we will open a pop-up screen for him to collect his data, name, email, mobile, some details about the call, so we can keep that in our database. Okay, chatbot, this is only the questions and answers chatbot. Chatbot will be enabled only to answer the questions. Okay, to if the customer go to the website or Facebook or Twitter or WhatsApp. So for WhatsApp, we need the WhatsApp connector, but for the website and for the chatbot, see here is the price guidance. It will tell you what's the required. If we are coding web chatbot for WhatsApp, we need the WhatsApp connector as well. This chatbot will enable for you the chatbot engine on website, Facebook, Twitter, or WhatsApp to answer the questions, predefined questions. That means we will ask the customer, we will help the customer on the first 20 questions. So we will feed that chatbot. We will help the customer how to build these questions, how to put the questions and the answer, put the question and the answers with different kind of questions. So we will build with customer the first 20 questions. We will integrate with website, Facebook, Twitter, or WhatsApp, and we will help the customer to start feed that chatbot with more questions, more answers by himself. Okay, that's very easy. For enable the chatbot to do to execute some transactions, like for example, allow the chatbot to book appointment that's required. Come back to us, we will give you the cost case by case. But just to enable chatbot to answer the questions, that's very easy. You have the cost here. The cost is 6,000 sometime for 5 users. Chatbot, I need 2 channels out of website. Yeah, only sorry, chatbot for 2 channels. This chatbot for only 2 channels. For example, you have website, Facebook, Twitter. If you need for website and Facebook, that's the cost. If you need an extra 2 channel, no, I need for 4, for example. Then this is the extra cost for extra 2 channel. That means this cost 6,000. It is not for everything. You can enable for website, Facebook, Twitter, and no, it is just for 2 channels. Select 2 channels, okay? Facebook, for example, and website. But customer said, no, I need 4 channels: Facebook, Twitter, website, and WhatsApp. Then this is the cost for additional extra 2 channels. Okay, this is the cost of extra 1 year support. WhatsApp connector, very easy, just to forward all the chat coming from WhatsApp to the agent interface. This is for 5 users, and you can to add more. Okay, that's all. This file will help you to understand the scope of work, the price, for how many users, for how many years, what's exclude, what's include, what's the server requirement. I think everything you going to ask available here at the list, for the basic, for the standard, for the initial requirement from the customers. And believe me, 80% of Centrum requirement coming from this file. Maybe 20 to 30 only more customization, please come back to us. But 80% of customer requirements on social media, on WhatsApp, on CRM, on callback, on click to call, on call billing, on call budgeting, on auto dialer, most on survey after call, on SMS, most of them coming from this file. And this file will help you to quote quickly. No need to wait for Disti or Avaya to send you the quotation. You have the quote, just add your margin. This is a partner cost. Add your margin plus tax or whatever, and send the quotation to your customer. Please try to put some of these details in your quotation, on your scope of work. At least from day one, the customer will know that this price for these features. This is not include, this is exclude. So in the future, if the customer say, hi, I need this, tell him, I already discussed with you, this will not be include. For example, tomorrow the customer, today he has 1 CRM, tomorrow he will add another CRM. Please come to do integration. No, that's extra cost. Okay, that's one of the example. So many things you have to read about it, depend on the customer requirements. This file will help you. Okay, I'm going to share with you this file and the presentation. We have a new slides presentation, and the demos, we have a new file help you, including Avaya Contact Center Select, how to demo it, and the data sheets. We have the new and some offer definitions for you. That's from my side today for the session. I hope after this session, you have the full, after sharing with you the files, you have the full documents and the full details and the full tools which can help you to quote for the basic features. For the features, we listed them for you, and that will help you to quote in 1 minute. If customer asking you how much callback, open the file, tell him when you are on the call, just add your margin, tell him the cost like that. For CRM, for social media, for Twitter, for WhatsApp, for auto dialing, you have the cost, you can cost immediate, like you cost IP Office control unit. If someone asks you how much the IP Office, 1,281, for example, the price list. Now you should do the same with Avaya Centrum application. If you have any questions, let me see the chat if there is any question. Yeah, requesting everyone to recording this session for the future. Okay, can one server handle 2 or more Centrum application? What's the limitation? Yes, we can go to the server requirement and just add. For example, if for call billing, if we ask you 6 RAM, for example, add 12. And for the CRM 6 plus 6, add يعني increase the RAM capacity, increase the server limitation, and go ahead. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Thank you. Hello, the requesting share the email, please, as you registered. Anyone? Just okay. Requested. Sure. Then, if someone has a questions, please open the microphone, or we can end this call and share with you all the documents. Ravi, do you have anything to add, or Pretty?
I'm good.
All covered, Mr. Hamza. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Wijdan and Ahmed Majdi and Ashraf and Umar and Asad and Afnan and Yazan and Umar and Maram and Muhammad and Sana and Hamid and M. Rahmat and Ahmed Masood. Thank you very much. I hope the call was good, and I will share with you all the documents. Enjoy your day. مع السلامة.
Thank you, team.